cool, huh?
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Peace.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
My name is Doug Yellenbrock. This is Wild Child Barb Filer. We're here to talk to you a little bit about today. The confirmation packet that you're going to receive if you haven't already within the next week. We sent these out last Friday. And so this will be coming in the mail unless you ask for will call. And then you'll be getting an email very shortly about that. We're going to go through a lot of the things that are in that confirmation packet. We're going to talk a little bit about what these different cards and items mean to you, what they mean to us when you do show up. So please, if you have questions during the show here, go ahead and send them to us. Kylie's got some information that she can throw up there, I suppose, on how to do that. Can you do that for us, Kylie?
What? How to
ask questions? They just do it on. They just put it right in there, right?
They just put it right in there.
All right.
They just post a comment and then they are good to go.
Look, there's a little thing going across the bottom right now. It tells you exactly how to do it. Ain't that amazing? We are on it. Anyway, all right. So in that confirmation packet, which Barb just showed you a few seconds ago, that you're going to receive, one of the big things in there is our confirmation booklet or confirmation guide, which is what our producer put up there, Miss Kylie Dahl. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
She said something. Oh my gosh.
She's the voice from beyond, the far out voice.
All right. It's far out.
Guiding us
far out
in the universe.
All right. So you're going to find this confirmation booklet. It's got like a ton of cool and groovy information in this about coming to the event. This is kind of the one that I want to really point out that I would, for you to look at first and most often. As you're arriving, please use these directions to get to the event. You can use your GPS, your Waze, whatever. Once you get to the Gillette area, take a check at these. This will tell you exactly where you need to go. In your packet, you're going to find information that kind of tells you what gate to go in. So there's going to be directions on how to get to these gates, depending on what type of parking you chose. And then we're also going to put one of these cards in your packet. That means we want you to enter that gate. And we'll have some big signage out there telling folks how to get to those particular gates and where those are. So something different that we're trying. Our parking team thought it would be a good idea to give this a try and see how it works. Just tell you what gate to come in, and hopefully, you will follow those directions and get to that gate and get, that's where you're going to park coming in there. Now, there are certain things that, depending on what type of parking you have, says what gate you're going to go in. If you come in before the 21st of August, you're going to come in gate A. There's no doubt. If you come in that time, I want you going to gate A, which is off Box Elder Drive or Box Elder Road, I believe. That is for everyone who comes in before the 21st. So all early arrivals, volunteers, RV basics, driving school, all those folks come in that gate. Actually, not driving school. We have you coming in a little bit different, but everybody else comes in this gate A. Once we get to the 21st, which is that Monday, then we're going to have some breakup between who goes to gate B and who goes in gate A. And as I mentioned, you should have a card in your packet telling you which gate to go into. So please follow those directions. Use that card to give you some guidance into what gate to go to. We'll have signage out on the roads telling you how to get to these specific gates. We're hoping that this kind of clears up any kind of confusion about what gate you need to come into. In the past, we have had, folks going in the wrong gate or wondering which gate to go into. We're going to tell you which gate to go into. We're going to have a big sign that has an A or a B on it. And that's how that's going to work. So we still have some more information in this packet, in this book here. On the back, there's some information about Gillette and the different, local information about, TV stations, radio stations, the dentist, that kind of thing, some of the stores and pharmacies in the area. We have some other information about activities that are going to be happening. We talk about our Magic Mile and our silent auction in there. and please look through this whole booklet. It's packed with information that we over the years have come up with, and we think that you would like to know or need to know before you arrive at the show. Once you get there, we're going to have our welcome bag that's going to give you information specifically about the event. But this is kind of the kind of stuff that will help you get started before you even arrive. So
Outline of the agenda.
yeah, we have
things.
different activities going on there. We have some new stuff. We have about the Supersized Book Club, which maybe we talk about a little later. Our salute to service, how that all works. So yeah, just take a look at this. If you have questions about any of this, as you're going through it, I want to make sure give us a call, 800-543-3622, or send us an email at convention@fmca.com, and we'll make sure that we get your question answered, or at least resolved as best we can, if there's a circumstance that needs to be worked on.
And to be repeated on Monday, all will call people will get this via email. But I guess you could print it off. It's PDF, so you can see it or print it off.
If you want to print, if you're going to get will call, if you sign up for will call, you'll get this, and you'll get some other information, the same information, pretty much that folks will receive in their mail confirmation packet. You'll get aside from the badges and your parking card. Those are two things that you'll have to pick up once you arrive at the event. All right.
Let's just see what Roger wants to say.
What does Roger Donnelly, who's one of our parking chiefs, he has said.
Here's the thing. We have been on the road a little over a month now after leaving Texas on our way to Gillette. We are currently in Newfoundland, Canada. You went the long way. Newfoundland, Canada. My question is, did we make a wrong turn somewhere?
Apparently
this
you
place
did.
is far out.
I think you might have, when you got up to Indianapolis maybe, or Cincinnati, you turned right. You should have maybe gone left. So what I would suggest you do is get that thing right into the right direction and start heading west, maybe southwest. That might help you out. I'm not sure. I did see something something on Facebook. Maybe you were out in the middle of the ocean or something. Is that true? I don't know.
Your parking chief said, "You're almost there. Change your compass, heading gate A." Okay. He wants you to get to gate A as soon as possible.
Yeah. So
all right.
we're going to go on and tell you, we have, the important things that you're going to find in your confirmation packet, and we want you to look at immediately when you arrive, are parking card, which is that, depending on what type of parking you'll receive. This is a 50 amp full hookup parking card. We also have 30 full, 30 water, 50 water, general, and a couple other ones. Also, this is your QR code. Everyone should receive one of these. It has, actually at the bottom, it should have your name on it, perhaps your F number over here, or somewhere along the line. Oh, there's the F number up there. So make sure this card matches your name and F number. This is the way we're going to find you and locate you once you get parked, and once you arrive. You're going to put this in your windshield. We're going to come by with a scanner, and we're going to know exactly where you are while you're at the event. We do have also badges. These are disabled badges. The family badges would be yellow. The disabled badges are blue. You also, if you're just looking for disabled parking, you're going to get one of those blue cards as well. Make sure that when you're going through your packet that you have the badges for the people that you need. If there's any that are not showing up, let us know. If we need to make extra badges, new badges for you, please let us know. We can get those mailed out to you. Make sure the information on the badge is correct as well.
Okay, where are we at?
Well, we have a lot of other cards that you might receive, but let's go with the things that everybody's going to get. You're going to get an arrival date. Please use this as you put this in your windshield. This will tell you what day you're expected to arrive at the event. If you need to come in sooner, give us a call and let us know what you need to do, whether we need to make you a new card or whether you have to pay a little extra for early arrival. Also, folks, everyone will get $5 in bonus bucks.
Sorry,
So-
I saw this.
So if there's 2 people in your RV, you get 10. If there's more, you'll get 5 for every person that's in your RV. The next thing, everyone gets one of these tow vehicle cars. What we figure is just about everybody either tows a vehicle or is towing a vehicle. Right.
Yes.
Somebody is either towing an RV with a vehicle or towing another vehicle behind their motorhome. So we want to make sure you have a way to get in and out of the grounds without any problems. So you will have that to put in your rearview mirror. For those who have gotten a passport, this is the card you will put in your rearview mirror, and that gets you into the grounds without any problems. And then you'll have additional parking information when you arrive.
So your packet will have badges and this passport. Okay. I'll let you.
All right.
Ladies luncheon.
We have for those who have signed up for the ladies luncheon, you will receive a card like that. If you have signed up for the ladies luncheon and you do not find this card in your packet, please let us know. I do encourage you to look through that packet multiple times before you call us, because what ends up happening is it's in there, and it just, because it's a small card, it gets stuck amongst other things. So do really go through your material before you give us a call to make sure it's not there. We have, for those who are volunteers, we have the volunteer one here. That's for all volunteers. And we have a Frustrated Maestros card separate. And then we have a coffee hour one separate as well. So if you're a volunteer, any type of volunteer, you're going to get one of these yellow ones. And then if you are specific to the Maestros or coffee hour, you'll get that separate one as well.
Store
Those are
volunteers.
FMCA store volunteer badges. So we do something a little bit different because our store folks have to get into the exhibit hall before it's open. We're going to have you wearing these badges, and that will get you into the exhibit hall
Pre-opening.
before it's open. So when you get in there on Monday Tuesday for your meeting, you won't get hassled getting in there. And then we have the governing board placard that folks will get. This is not going to come necessarily in your confirmation packet. This will come with your governing board packet that's sent out from our chapter services department. So it's a little bit different than some of the stuff we do coming from events, but those who are on the governing board will receive that placard with that information. For those who are first timers, you're going to get this little booklet. It's a little two-fold out thing that gives you information for first timers about some of the things that are going to be happening when you first arrive, some of the things you need to be doing, some of the things whether it's seminars or coming to the first timers orientation or the mentoring program or different things. And then you also will receive this placard to put in your windshield that lets everyone know that you are a first timer, particularly our parking team, so they understand that you're not really sure how this whole process works, and that they can be gentle with you. What Barb is showing there is everyone who is a first timer will receive these cool little red first timer ribbons, and also these badge holders. Not everyone gets the badge holders, but our first timers all get badge holders. What we found is most folks, once they come to a show, they will go and get their own badge holder lanyard kind of thing. So we make sure that our first timers get these. You may end up getting a lanyard. You may already have a lanyard and not use those, but we want to make sure you have something so that when you show up, you can get your badge on.
And we'll have these all over in the info and in the office, the plastic, if you want one and you're not a first timer. The mail doesn't like the pins, so it's hard for us to mail these out. So we just leave them for first timers.
But if you do need them, as Barb said,
we'll bring hundreds.
Pop in the info center or the FMCA office, and you can pick those up. The info center will be in the Wyoming Center, which is the big building that has the exhibit hall and a whole lot of other fun things are going to be going on in there. And then the FMCA office is up in the Heritage Center, which is where they have the theater up there. It's a very nice building. Actually, the complex at Wyoming or at Gillette is very, very, very nice. as far as, the facilities and the buildings and all that kind of stuff. So be prepared for a very nice place to have a show.
Someone asked if once they got to the show, can they leave early if they have to?
Yeah, I mean, you can leave whenever you want. We encourage you to stay the whole event so you can, get your money's worth. But if you need to leave on Friday, or if you need to leave on even Thursday or early Saturday morning, yeah, you certainly can. We're not going to hold you hostage. You can leave whenever you need to. So that shouldn't be a problem. I do encourage you to be very careful when you're leaving, because other RVs are still going to be there and people have their tow cars out in front of their RVs. So do make sure that as you are pulling out of your spot, you maybe have a spotter, whether it's your travel partner or spouse, whoever, making sure that there's any close areas that they're keeping an eye on that. Galen said did not receive volunteer card, but received 20th arrival day. Galen, I'm not sure if did you look inside the little volunteer packet?
No, it's different.
Oh.
We'll get one to you. If you could email convention@fmca.com, Mr. Steele, and just let us know where to mail that to you, or put it, and we'll call whatever your situation is. You must have mailed it. So let us know, and we'll get one right out to you. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry about that.
It's human. So yeah, about leaving, and that maybe should they mention that they're going to leave early if they are getting parked, that maybe the parkers could know right away to position them a little differently.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
might be, but not
if
the time.
they, depending on where they're parked, and there shouldn't be a problem with you being able to get out, but if there is some way that you can let the parking team know that you are intending to leave early, they may be able to get you in a spot that is a little bit easier to get out of.
Okay.
We have a question. What time can you check
in.
You really don't check in anywhere when you come to the event. When you arrive, basically you have your confirmation packet, so you should have everything you need. If you have to go to will call, then you will need to follow the directions to will call and pick up your packet. The check-in is after you get parked. Someone will come and scan your card there, and that will tell us where you're parked. But as far as being checked in, once you show up and get parked, you are checked in. There's nothing else that you really need. As you arrive, you should be receiving your welcome bag. So you'll get all your program, your maps, and a lot of other goodie type things in that welcome bag. So we don't really need to necessarily check anyone in.
Well, then she said, what time can you get in? The parking starts at 8 and until 5. And I would recommend if you come in after 5, they will not park you. So you would just go to the welcome area and wait till the next day.
We'll have an area set up. If the parking team has finished for the day, there'll be an area where you can dry camp overnight, and then they will get you parked the next morning. Any word on cart rental? I should hopefully have that very soon. I'm working with the company. I've asked them probably about 10 times to give me some information about how to do that, and I'm still waiting word on exactly how they want to handle it. We are working with a new company, so it's been a little rocky with them. So we will try and get that information to you, out to folks as quickly as possible once we receive it. Bonus buck.
Yeah, they want to know what.
Okay,
that
the
is.
bonus buck is it right side up?
It's upside down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There you go. What these are basically certificates that are worth $5 that you can use with any of the vendors. So you can take that to a vendor and they will accept it as money from you. What we do then is we return the money to them in the form of cash. So they will, you will take that. If you want to buy something that's $6, you'll give them that and another $1, and you'll be paid up. They do not give change off of those. So if you're going to use this and it only costs $3, you're not going to get $2 back. So whatever it is, I don't know that there's a whole lot of things we have that probably are that less than $5 total. But
Do the exhibitors have a sign at each of their booths?
well, I think they
Or-
do, but all of our
do it.
exhibitors take that, except for the FMCA store, and our concessions don't take it. They don't take those bucks.
Let's see, Michael. This is still in the works. It sounds let's see where we're at. Okay. Any more questions that I'm missing? Okay.
I think we're there. I think
All
we're there.
right.
If you look online, I know Barb has some information here. A lot of folks are already asking about seminars and what's going to be happening during the event. We are in the process of finalizing the schedule for everything. Barb does have, for the most part, all of these seminars listed, and you can find that online at the on our info area. Click on events and then click down and look for the information about the event. You can find this information. A lot of other information out there about some of the activities that are going on during the event. So, make sure to take a check at that. We are in the production stages of the program. So our artists have all the information that's going to be going into the program. They'll be laying that out. We'll be reviewing it, and then hopefully getting that done by middle of this month, toward a little bit closer maybe to the end, and then making that available to folks so they can look at it online.
It'll be out digitally for you to have before, and then a hard copy when you arrive. Go ahead.
Diana asked if we are coming in as a group of 4 RVs but coming from different directions, is there an area we can park until we all are ready to enter so we can park near each other? Diana, yes. Actually, I want you to go to Will Call Holding Area. You can find that coming gate A. That'll take you up Wrangler Drive, and it'll take you right to the back part of the East Pavilion. They'll get you parked in the holding area. Once all your friends get there, then you'll let the parking team know that you guys are ready to get parked, and then they'll take you in. Just want to make sure that you all have the same type of parking, whether it's all of you have 50 amp full hookup, whether you have 30 amp, whatever it is you have, it has to be the same if you're all going to park together. So just you can tell all your folks, let's try and meet about between 1 and 2 or whatever time you decide, and do that. Or you can meet outside the grounds if you choose to do that. You can certainly go to a Walmart and do that. I would suggest that you all just come up to the grounds, go to the holding area, and then wait for everybody to get there. And then our parking team will take you all to where you're going to end up parking. Look, you're all 50 amp full. Well, then you're in good shape. Yeah, just kind of come in gate A, go up to the holding area, and they'll take care of you.
Well, unless if you meet outside and come in, and you're coming in on the 21st, then you could all just go to gate B because that's what it's going to say to do.
If you're all meeting outside, then I'll go to gate B. But if you're meeting inside, if you want to meet at the grounds, then go to gate A, go to the holding area, and just wait there until everybody shows up, and then you'll get taken to your spots.
Yeah, your gate A and gate B, just keep it flexible, because you could have exactly what we have planned, and then you switch your items to will call, and now you have to go to gate A. So just kind of, it's not written in stone. This is something we're trying, and it is kind of trying.
Well,
there's so many different categories.
It's not a whole lot different from what we did the last time. We're just doing something with A and B that's a little bit different. Folks, if you are in doubt of where to go in gate A. If you're gate B and you're sure that you're going to go to the Box Elder parking lot, which is where gate B is, then just go on up there. If you have 50 amp full hookup, 30 amp full hookup, and you're coming in on Monday, that's where you want to go. I think we're pretty clear about that. It's a nice big campground that has terrific hookups up there. They got 4 big bathhouses, so it's a very nice area to park. All right. What else we got to talk about here, Barbie? You want to talk about the book club?
Yes.
All right. Barb started this, how many years ago? Our first one was back in 2018. It was at Gillette.
Yeah, my first one.
And we are now on number 7, 8, 9. I don't know how many.
A lot.
So we've got this book, The Unfinished Life by Mark Sprague. It's a really good book. If you haven't taken a look at it, please do so. There's some information in the confirmation guide. There's also information on the website about the book. I highly recommend that you look at it. Barb, you want to talk about some more
Mr.
info?
Sprague, I searched these authors out per show, and I try to get them to, the authors that write about where we are, so you get a feel of, if we're in Wyoming, we talk about Wyoming. If we're in Arizona, we talk about that. But anyway, Mr. Sprague actually lives, I believe, in Montana now, but he grew up in Wyoming. Long history. If you look up his bio, his family were some of the first outfitters and would take tourists through like Yellowstone. And that's how he grew up as a kid. Can you imagine that? Anyway, he's going to visit his brother in Cody and has agreed to come, and we're very honored to have him come and discuss this book. It's also going to be our movie,
Right.
on our movie night. This cover looks a little different. This is a different cover, but the one that's in the book, so don't think you're getting the wrong one if you don't see this. There's different covers of the same book. So
this is the cover of the book taken from the movie.
Yeah.
Whereas the other cover looks a little bit different. And we actually have the where's our here it is. Yeah. Sure.
this is the actual, well, it's one of the covers.
Yeah, you can see that. That's the cover of the book that you probably will see out on Amazon and that, other places.
It's a quick read. It's good, but he also has several other books out there that are all, I don't know, I couldn't decide which one. He picked the book because I couldn't decide which one. They always sounded so good. So he's excited. He's already checked in with me. So it would just be very grateful if you would, first of all, tell me if you're coming so I'm not surprised. It's not any reason. We have plenty of seats, but if just show up if you can. Bring your friends, because I really want us to look good in that big theater. So
Well, and Mark is coming and he's taken some time out to do this, and he certainly didn't have to, and we really appreciate him doing this, and we'd love to have a good crowd there to talk to him and ask questions about the book and discuss how he got into doing this, how the book came about, and maybe just a little bit about his growing up in Wyoming, because as Barb mentioned, there's a pretty fascinating story about his history in the state and his family's history in the state. So that might get talked about a bunch as well. Galen Steele said thank you, and also thank you for bringing back Redmond. I guess some folks are getting excited about that. That's where we're going to go next summer. If you haven't heard, we are going to be going back to Redmond. We haven't been there since 2014. So next August, we'll be heading back to the Northwest. And I know a lot of people enjoy the area up there. I certainly do. It's beautiful. Barb has not been there.
No,
a lot of the staff has not been there since it's been a little while. So it was actually my first event as part of the events team back in 2014. So it's kind of a back in time kind of thing for me as well. Beautiful area for those who have maybe never been there. For those who have, how great it is up in that area of the country. And we certainly would, encourage so many in the West, the Northwest, to come out, along with those in the Midwest and to the East. If you can make a summer trip out that way, and make Redmond part of that. What else we got?
Well, let's talk about the. We have a youth program kind of going on. If you've got kids or grandkids, we do have some activities planned for them. This is being built back. We used to have very strong youth program, and then I guess they all grew up.
Yeah.
So now we're trying to get the youth to have youth to come now. So keep that in mind. Look for those announcements. And we have this area called the Friendship Center, and that will be in the Big Wyoming Center. There'll be a room in there. And I am looking for maybe mahjong players, or I know that's a big interest in. I did get somebody who wants to learn, or she knows how to play, but we can't teach it, but if there's some interest there, we'll set a little section aside for you. There will be a book exchange in there, so bring those books. And there was something else that popped in my head. Lots of stuff.
One thing we're going to be doing for this event, it's going to be right behind the Friendship Center. We are going to have some pickleball courts set up, and we have some folks who are instruction during the pickleball during the event. There'll also be open play time. So we'll have some information about that coming up in the program, and some other things going on with the pickleball. There'll be some actual set aside instruction times throughout the week, and then also some time where you can just go play against friends or with others who are there. So we know it's kind of becoming a big deal, or it has become a big deal, not only with FMCA but throughout the country. It's just exploded. So we will be having that available to folks who are interested in playing or interested in learning if you've never done it. So that's going to be there, and I think the instructors are also going to have some equipment there for you to look at and perhaps purchase if you're interested.
Several of the events are sign up. Pickleball lessons are one of them. There's ladder ball. There's cornhole. Those sign up sheets will be in the information center in the Wyoming Center. There'll be a table, and I'll have all clipboards. So you'll go there and sign up. They should be there when you arrive that day. When you get settled, come and walk around and come to the info center and sign up for things. Speaking of sign up, the crafts, I've a lot of crafts. Oh my gosh, you guys won't be able to decide. You can just sit and craft the whole week if you want. And now those signups are Wednesday, and there's plenty. There'll be plenty to sign up for, and then we'll just keep the sign up going till the classes are full. So don't panic. It's a little crazy that morning. I hate to say.
The Wednesday morning is always the go time for the convention. We have seminars starting that morning. We'll have exhibits starting that afternoon. We've got the governing board meeting in the morning that day. We've got a lot of other things happening, just kind of getting rolling since it is the opening day. Now, one thing we're going to do a little bit different this year is our opening ceremonies will be on Tuesday night rather than Thursday night. We've always done either Wednesday night or Thursday night as our opening ceremony. So we're going to do opening ceremonies actually to open the thing on that Tuesday night. So a little bit different.
Will there be food vendors like the cafe at Perry? I know that was.
They do not have a restaurant as you found in Perry. That's a really nice place, and I wish every place had that. We are going to have food vendors there. I can't tell you the exact number and locations of those right now. I'm still working with the concession folks in Gillette. Gillette has 3 big events going on starting next week with the National High School Finals Rodeo. Then they go straight to their fair and then to us. So I'm working with them and working with some of their vendors to make sure that we can get what we need and not overload certain vendors up there. They don't have a concessions group that works out of there like you do at Perry. So it's a little bit different, but we certainly are hoping to have a good selection. And then on our Feeling Good Friday, or Feeling Groovy Friday, I'm sorry.
Yes, Feeling Groovy.
We should have some food trucks and other things out in the plaza area for food that evening to go along with the parade and the Good Vibrations Chapter Fest that evening.
So let's talk about Feeling Good Friday a little bit. We're going to kick off with that Magic Mile.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think you should wear your colors and all
Absolutely.
Your garb, your 60s workout wear. What did that look like? Oh, dear.
Did people work out in the 60s?
I don't know. Can't imagine.
I don't know if they did.
That'll be quite interesting.
Yeah, but it'll be a fun day. We're going to ask folks to get their groove on, get your tie dye, your bell bottoms, all that kind of fun stuff. We're going to have a good time that day, and then go into the parade that night. We encourage chapters, individuals, groups, whoever, sign up for the parade, get some decorating going. Whether it's your golf carts or yourself or your pets or whoever's going to be involved. And, that evening we're going to have the Chapter Fest going on, the Good Vibrations Chapter Fest. We're going to have music. We're going to have food. We're going to, have some other activities going on in the area. We want the chapters to come out, bring your pop-ups, bring your setups, invite friends to come over and check out your chapter and the kind of fun you guys have. And, we want that to be a fun, festive evening for everyone. So, be prepared for that. You're going to see some emails and some other information coming out in the coming weeks about getting signed up for that type of thing.
Okay, reiterate alcohol or the adult beverage laws.
Yeah, they
are
Gillette there are no adult beverage restrictions. So within reason, you can bring your coolers, you can bring whatever it is you choose to drink on site with you to whatever activity you want to go to. So if you're going to have a party, you can certainly bring your own to that party, or bring plenty for everybody if you choose to do that. I'd be careful with that, with a couple thousand people running around, but that's up to you as far as how much you want to supply. But that, I don't, I'm not telling you have to, but I'm not saying you can't. So
a lot of places we can't. So this is
Right.
different. That's why we kind of announced
you can bring your own. We're not going to be selling alcohol during the event, but you can certainly bring your own to any of the activities that we have during the show. If you are going to drink, just be responsible and be safe, and no driving. If you've been drinking, especially with the golf carts, if you're going to drink, don't be operating the golf carts. Especially if it's an FMCA golf cart, you're going to get yourself and probably me in a lot of trouble should something happen, and I really don't want that.
Coppers be after you.
The coppers will be after me, and we don't want that to happen.
Chris wants to know our tentative numbers.
We're getting close to 800 right now. We're moving towards 1,000. We hope we can get up to 1,000. I was really hoping we would get a heck of a lot more than that, but we're not doing that currently at the moment. Perhaps we have some things brewing that might help give us a little push towards that in the coming weeks. We'll see. I don't know if the end of the year has because it's so late in the year and because it's after a lot of things are already kind of closing up right before Labor Day, if that's affecting us or what. So, but I can tell you, if you're going to be there, we're going to have a great time, and I'm going to make sure that you have a good time as well.
Always do. Let's see. Close. Okay.
Okay.
What else do you want to talk about? There's something else you want to talk about. I know.
There is.
I'm sure there is.
If you have some friends, tell them to sign up. We want as many people as possible. We have plenty of parking available at Gillette. It's one of the best places we go to as far as full hookup availability. So we have 50 amp full, 30 amp full. We have 30 and 50 with water, as I mentioned earlier, and we have general parking if you're interested in that. The grounds are fabulous. They're fantastic. And the city of Gillette, while it's a small town, it's not really a small town. It has everything you would want in Walmart, grocery stores, all the good stuff they have there in town. And they have a fabulous community center. You wouldn't believe some of the stuff that they actually have. The coal mining industry has done them well through the years, and we love going there. And I know folks who come to the event love going there as well, because it is a fantastic facility. We have a couple pre-rallies coming in there. We have a pre-rally with Monaco. The Diesel Club is coming in as well, and the Tri-Chapter is going to be doing a pre-rally there too. So a lot of folks will be there early, even before I'm there. And then we have some other small groups coming in. The Singles International coming there early as well. If you are in a caravan, or if you're coming in a group that's larger than, say 8 to 10, we suggest that, you do get with us, sign your caravan up, and then we can make sure that you all get parked together. If if you have the same parking, make sure that happens. A lot easier if we can get you all together at once instead of trying to piecemeal park you. It's much easier if we can group you up and take you all at the same time, especially, you know, if you're going to be caravanning and, you know, you're going to be parking over in Box Elder or one of the other lots on grounds. Gillette, the Box Elder lot is really simple. It's the 50s are all kind of grouped together and the 30s are all grouped together. Over in the main campus area where you have Marquee, Windmill, and Riata, it's a little bit different because they have pods of 50 surrounded by 30. So a little bit more difficult to park big groups in those areas. But we'll do what we can. Our parking team does an excellent job, and I have no doubt they will again at this event. Last time we were in Gillette, very few parking problems occurred. So, you know, pat on the back to those guys. They always do a fabulous job. And, you know, our parking team is out there for probably a good 4 or 5 days working 8 to 5, 9 to 5 each day. So they are the super volunteers of the folks who come to help out during the event. You know, they definitely earn their money. They make nothing, so they do a good job earning their money there. It's a lot of them do it just because they loved meeting members, helping them out, getting them parked, being out there active, and they do a fine job.
Just for the new first-time attendees also, we bring you in on the 21st. Mostly everybody, there's a lot coming in on the 21st, but we bring you in a couple days early to get acclimated and relaxed. And then on Tuesday, which you'll read in your brochure, we have a first-time orientation for you, 3 o'clock, and then a chapter fair, and then opening ceremony. So it's quite a busy afternoon. So if you can get, if your plans allow you, if you can get there on the 21st, it would be great. 22nd in the morning would do well too. But that's why we do that. And then Wednesday, everything kicks off, all full seminars, exhibits open at 1. So that's the first day. So we kind of like to get everybody in and settled before that. And then we are going all the way through Saturday. So you don't leave Sunday until noon. That's when they take, and you can probably stay longer if you work with the ground. So
Right.
Take advantage of that if you need to. If you need to hang out a couple more days, work with them on that. But we've got you covered until Sunday at noon.
Yeah, that's when we, you know, as Barb said, that's when we kind of like to see everybody gone, but you don't have to. You work with the grounds, and they'll help you out. One other thing that Barb didn't mention, on Tuesday, beginning at 11 o'clock, we do have our walkabouts. And what this is you will be any first time, or anyone for that matter, can go to this. It's going to start up at the plaza area where the FMCA Town Center is, and we're going to have some tour guides, for lack of a better word, kind of give you just a little walk around the grounds, showing you where all the main areas are, whether it's the exhibit hall, the info center, the FMCA office, where the seminar rooms are, just to kind of give you an idea of where you're going to be going to during the course of the event. It's a lot, you know, it's a lot to ask somebody to show up on, you know, Wednesday morning, and they want to go to a seminar, and, you know, and it's in, you know, room 8. It's like, well, where's room 8 out? How do I find that? Where is that at? And you're looking at the map, and you're like, not sure. And, you know, if you figured out the day before, okay, this is where the seminar rooms, you know, are, this is where the info center is, this is where the exhibits are going to be, this is where, you know, the entertainment's going to be. It makes it a lot easier then for you on that day, and you're not feeling the anxiety of it. So, you know, I encourage you to go ahead and do the walkabout. Take advantage of that. Something we instituted a few years ago, and I think it really helps out those who are first timers. Now, we also have our mentors program, where you'll see folks who have a button that's going to say FMCA mentors on it. Feel free to ask them for instructions, for advice, for help. If you're a little confused, that's what those guys are there for. They have volunteered to be to answer your questions, to help first timers, to help anyone who may have questions about the event, whether it's directions or where to go next or any of that kind of stuff. Ask them. That's what they're there for. Don't be afraid. They volunteered to be a sounding board to answer your questions. So please take advantage of that opportunity.
What was I saying? Oh, the T-shirt order. We've got the T-shirts order out there online if you want to have your shirt ready for Friday. Something else, Doug.
I don't know.
It's just so much. It's just jam packed full of things.
Oh, Kylie has a question.
Oh, you
Or
talk
statement.
about app information that's coming.
Yes,
So like
yeah.
the service.
Yeah.
Talk about we already talked about book club.
Well, Magic Mile, the silent auction that we have our charity, which is Habitat for Humanity, and we always leave a nice footprint at any place we go. So quilts for kids quilts are being collected. You can read all about this on in the confirmation guide and online. So I know we're kind of fast tracking everything, but there's just a lot to talk about.
And our event app, we are using the same event app as we have. It's through Cvent. We had to do some things in Perry that weren't very good at the last minute. So we're trying to get a jump start on this early, and we're asking you to and there'll be an email coming out very soon about this. And there's information in the what are you looking at me for?
I'd say the email's coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
That's soon.
Sorry.
And there is information in the confirmation packet as well. Booklet, I believe we talked about that, didn't we?
The app.
Yeah. What we need you to do is go in and basically pre-register for the app. Where is that at? Where is that at? Isn't that in here? Here it is. That way, when we do go to download the app, and you can start getting it on your phone, you will already be registered for it, and we won't have to go through all kinds of funny business as far as getting an email from you and then accepting it and then this and that. We want you to go and sign up for this event app, and that way, you're putting your name, you're putting your address, you're putting your cell phone number, and you're putting your unique email address into that app, into that registration. That way you can build your app, and it will be your app and not, you're shared with someone else, whether it's your spouse or partner. You'll build it to be your schedule and your account. So please, take care of that ahead of time. It'll make life a lot easier for you if you're going to use the app down the road. We do hope to have the app out and available to folks a couple weeks ahead of time. With all the information, so you can start looking at the seminars, start looking at the activities, and start kind of creating your schedule at that time.
Also in Gillette, I know we're going to have walkabouts and everything, but we're fortunate. It's very condensed. It's for Wyoming, it's condensed, but everything's sort of in a big square. So a lot of there's a plaza area, which is a grassy area. And I think once you get there, if you're in that point, you can really get to any building, any seminar, the exhibit hall, the entertainment, all from that area.
Right. There's 3 buildings that we use, plus the plaza area, as Barb was mentioning. We have the Wyoming Center, which has, I think I mentioned it before, our exhibit hall. It has 3 or 4 seminar rooms. It's got the Friendship Center. It's got pickleball. It's got our info center is there. Commercial office is there. So that's all there. We have the Heritage Center, which has the theater, which is seminar 1. And then we have how many seminar rooms in there? 8 seminars, 9 seminar rooms, or 8 seminar rooms in an energy hall, which is attached to Heritage Center. So there's really those 2 buildings. Then we have Central Pavilion, where we have our evening entertainment. We also have a receptions area there where the ladies' luncheon is. So between those 3 buildings and the plaza area, that's all you really need to know about the facility, because those are the main buildings that we use through the course of the event.
And because of the size of the registration, we're allowing cars to be used to help transport you. So you have a little more freedom, independence.
We do have a parking lot to the north of Central Pavilion, a good sized parking lot that once we finish parking on Wednesday afternoon, that lot can be used to be parked in by attendees. You can drive your own car over there and park there if you like, or we will have other transportation as well. But because we're not going to be using that parking lot once we get done with parking in Will Call. That's that's our holding area. It's our caravan area. It's our kind of gathering for RVs beforehand and during parking. Once we're done with that, then that parking lot is wide open for folks to use through the course of the event. What else? Kylie, what else?
Salute to service.
Salute to service. If you are retired military, if you're current military, I guess, even if you're still, you're still serving, or if you police, fire, EMT, some type of service, please send in an image of yourself in uniform with some information about your rank, about your occupation, if that applies, to the email address that we have, or not the email address, the form address that we have. Send your information, send your picture, and we'll make sure that you are included in our Salute the Service video that runs on the final day of the event on Saturday before entertainment. We'll run that thing probably about 15, 20 minutes ahead of time, showing all the folks who are or have been service members in some manner. It's a nice way for us to say thank you to those who have put their for years have put themselves in front of other things for the betterment of society. So please make sure that you do sign up if you are a veteran or someone who has provided service in your community or in your area.
Well, it looks like we have answered every question that has come
Yeah.
along for this.
If anybody has questions, your last chance. Hit us with them now.
That's it. No more questions.
We got about 5 more minutes, or if we don't have any questions, we'll sign off. But we have until 4 o'clock. So if you have some questions, feel free, send them to us now. Nancy just said we are in the dry keeping area. Can we charge her to water and electric without any confusion? Nancy, just give us a call, 800-543-3622. Ask for the events department, and we can take care of that. We'll just take a few minutes to get you signed up for that. It should be no problem.
If we've already mailed out to you, Nancy, we'll just resend out your credentials. For that.
You'll keep all your other credentials, but we'll send you a new parking card that you can then just get rid of the other one.
And if you're in Will Call, we'll just switch it out for you, but definitely give us a call.
Steve Ray asks, is the road to the Box Elder area finished? I was up there a couple weeks ago, and I would say the road to Box Elder is not the way they wanted it. I know they have the high school rodeo and they have the fair coming up, and I was assured that the road would be completed, or at least better than it was by that time. I know the high school rodeo uses that back road as well. So they'll make sure that thing is nice and smooth by the time we get there.
Can we still sign up for RV Basics?
Absolutely. As I mentioned, give us a call, 800-543-3622, and we can get you signed up for RV Basics. We have some seats left, and we'd love to have you. And I'm sure Steve Ray, whose question I just answered, he'd be very happy to have you as well, since he's one of the instructors.
What will be the trams provide? What am I saying that? What will the trams provide?
We're going to run the trams over into the Box Elder parking lot and bring them back. I am not sure whether I'm going to run a tram over on the main activity area side, because everything is within walking distance there. We will have golf carts, so for those who are disabled to get a ride on the golf cart, 6-passenger golf cart, we'll certainly have those. But I'm not sure if I'm going to run an actual tram around the main activity area. I did last time, and it just didn't seem like there was anybody ever on it because you could walk to most everything that you're going to from that side. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm still working with the folks who own the buses on that. So we will see what that comes out to. Any others? Let's see. We got a couple after saying send us.
I know.
Send us your questions.
Just so you know, every Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 3:00, Mr. Doug will be hosting trivia. So what are your topics?
One of my topics will be 1963, since that's the year that FMCA was founded for its
Phone it
birth.
up on that.
So we'll do a little something there. We'll probably do some other kind of cool and groovy topics back from the 60s, maybe a little music from that era, maybe some political topics, some
Ooh.
Woodstock topics. I don't know. We'll see. We're still in the process of putting those together, so don't want to give out too much.
And every night at 9. Well, I don't know. Is it 2?
No, it's going to be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
9:00.
Lamar Keck, our resident karaoke king, will be he'll be
Spinning some tunes.
he'll be spinning the tunes and handing the mic off to folks during karaoke with the Keck. So if you are a singer or a wannabe singer, make sure you stick around the entertainment area after the featured entertainment. In the back of the room, Lamar will be getting that going and
keep that night going.
Yeah, and come have some fun, sing some songs. Listen to others singing songs. If you don't do it, sing along with the singers. So it's always a good time. They always have a great time.
It's like the best kept secret of the people, the crowd that doesn't want to go to bed.
They don't want to. Yeah, for folks who don't, who aren't folks who aren't quite ready to turn in for the night, that's a good place to go because they do have a great time there.
The only thing you have to watch is your transportation back.
Yeah, we do. If you're going to plan on staying for karaoke, I suggest you go ahead and drive your car over there because our transportation will end following the featured entertainment once we get everybody home there. So if you are going to stick around for karaoke and you're maybe parked a little bit of ways, bring your car. You certainly can walk if you're parked close by. But for those who are parked maybe over in Box Elder or Marquee or the Energy Lot, you might want to drive your car over there and park on the north side of the Central Pavilion.
And the donuts still going to be good?
Donuts are going to be awesome. We have fresh made donuts that morning, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You do not want to miss that.
No.
They are unbelievable. And you will have way too many. I promise you. I do.
There's none left over, so he's lying because we can't get to him. It's just our Liam left over.
I get there.
Oh, you get.
I get there before they even put
Oh,
out.
he gets the before.
I go into the kitchen area before they're even brought out. So don't tell anybody.
Okay.
It's our secret.
Just ours.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Sally said it's fun. See, Sally knows.
Yeah,
Sally knows karaoke's fun. I'm sure she's been there. She's actually been at my thing too. With the trivia, yeah. And I don't know why it is. Everybody thinks like I'm cheating them when I do. I ask a question, they give an answer, and somehow I'm cheating them. I don't get this.
They're very competitive.
I guess.
We got card bingo, movie night. It's just if you're bored, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have plenty. We'll have plenty for you to do. And believe it or not, we're still dreaming up other things that we'd like to try during the event. So there might be some other surprises that we haven't even talked about yet. I will tell you, we're going to do this again in beginning of August?
August 2nd.
August 2nd. So we're gonna have another one of these here FAQs or QAs or whatever you want to call this here thing. What are you laughing about? Okay. So we're gonna do it again. August 2nd. I know. I've just been off for 5 days and I'm just kind of lost. I have to say, I had my birthday in the middle of that whole July 4th thing, and I'm not sure which ends up right now. So stop back next month. I might be a little better. And we're going to talk about all the fun things that we're going to be doing during the event, some of the entertainment things we're going to be doing, some of the other activities that we touched on today. We'll have some more information about that.
Okay, I do want, this is a little on this more serious side. If you need to cancel, don't do it. But if you do, it's cancel@fmca.com. It has to be in writing, and you can make sure we have your F number. But that's how you cancel. You can't, if you call in, it doesn't work. You have to have it in writing, and just email. It's an email. It's not a website. It's email, cancel@fmca.com. And I do need to mention driving school. If you registered for that, a last minute cancel may not result in a full refund, because once he commits and brings the school in, it's not our program. It's a separate thing. So it's not as easy to cancel that last minute as it is for our policy. So just be aware of that. I know we don't know how it'll work. It may not be that much of a fee, but it could be the whole fee if once he commits his drivers and brings everybody in. So
Right.
just be careful.
And just so you know, once you do cancel, the confirmation packets have gone out. So at this point, if you receive a confirmation packet, we need back the bonus bucks, your badges, your parking cards, all that kind of stuff. You don't need to send everything back, but we need the badges, parking cards, bonus bucks, those types of things. If you did will call, we'll take care of that for you. We'll take,
Just tell us.
we'll go through your packet and get all that stuff and get your refund right away. We won't initiate the refund for the cancellation until we have those pieces back in our hands.
Yeah, really, really important to return your packet now that it's out. So
Donna, if you have questions, it sounds like you're joining us a little late. If you have some questions, go ahead and write them down and email them, or wait till next month. I suggest you do it sooner, though. Email them to convention@fmca.com, and we'll be happy to answer whatever questions you have, or you can give us a call. We'll be happy to answer your questions that way as well.
absolutely. Give us a call.
Barb wants to talk to you. And that's what she's saying. She's lonely.
I'm here. I know. Call me.
She's got nothing better to do, is what she's telling me. I guess I haven't given her enough things to do.
No, the
If she
program's in and the edit's coming. So just
So are you saying
call
you're
me
done?
now. Call me before the
Yeah,
edit.
that's true. Once the artists get it back to us, then
Yeah.
we get back on the editing side, and that's when it gets real fun. So anything else, Barbie, you want to talk about?
I think
Anything else exciting? Kylie, what do you think? Got anything?
Nope. I think
Kylie
we got
says no.
everything.
She says what?
We got everything.
Kylie says we did everything. She has a list of things that she checks off during this that we talk about. So I guess we did okay today.
she
You guys
keeps
did
us in
great.
check.
She said we did great. I
You
don't
did
know.
great.
I don't know if I believe her.
Well, we
know.
look forward to our next one. That just means we're getting closer. This is going really
I know.
fast. It's getting closer and closer.
Well, that always happens when we ever, it seems like we're 3 months away and it seems like forever. And then all of a sudden we're a month away and it's like, whoa, what happened? So we're getting ready. About a month or so, we'll be packing everything up and getting ready to put it on a truck. So that's when it gets really exciting, and it's really going to happen.
I know.
It's really going to happen
when
anyway.
That truck pulls in. That's what I.
The only one time did it not really happen. That was Tucson a couple years ago. We don't want to do that no more.
But we are going back to Tucson.
Going back to Tucson, and we'll have registration opening for that at the end of September. So if you are thinking about something to do in the spring of 2024, you might want to look west to Tucson. It's about that time of the year. It's very nice out there. I wouldn't say right now is, but I like hot. So I think I probably like it a lot, but most folks don't like to go out there during this time of the year. But in March, really nice out there in March. So put that on your list of things to do for the upcoming year 2024. And we will get back to Gillette things August 2nd. So Barbie, have a great night.
You too. Sign
I will
off.
sign off.
Keep cool.
Keep cool.
Peace.
Groovy. All that kind of